been profitable though, so you know, I can't really complain. Uh, I've been looking at gold. I marked this trade out last week, and yeah, just what a trade, you know. Um, Marked it out off of the 1 hour liquidity area. I wanted to then basically see a re-break and get a nice reversal, which we got. Nice sort of like consolidation area from here. Original bias was bullish from this zone. Plenty of areas where we could have been adding to our positions. I really want to see us take yesterday's highs. If we do, then we have high probability that we'll come and take this previous week's Asia high. I don't know why that did that. Just because I still believe that this is also a price draw. We have multiple price draws to the downside because overall I'm still bearish on this. If we look on a higher time frame, obviously we pushed up during the election season. Just obviously Trump won, so markets went absolutely crazy. But we've had quite a significant drop to the downside. I don't see us beating the volatility that happened once Trump was elected. So I think these are pretty safe highs. We don't really have any zones to the upside either that are of interest, but we have quite a large array of areas, even trailing all the way down here, that I would love to see us start working towards, which makes sense given the fact that New Year starts in a month. Well, a little over a month, but basically a month. And so yeah, hopefully 2025 sees the markets turn around, and we start seeing some corrections. I'm not sure sort of the time frame. I'd be interested to see these be attacked. But yeah, overall, I don't think that we're going to be seeing much more bullish movement. Even though the market's tried, it's obviously seeing these quick and fast rejections, which tells me that although the buyers are winning in the short term, I don't think it's got enough juice to kind of hold up. I think a lot of people still want it to go up, but I don't think the markets are planning for that to actually happen. Kind of same with gold. Obviously, we've seen a huge drop to the downside after massive pushes, making all-time highs. Just shy of $2,800. We've broken these lows here. We had our buys set. We've pushed back up to what I would see as sort of sell side like liquidity. And so I'm thinking that gold should continue to the downside, probably around the 2300 area. Just to kind of come back to this like sort of consolidation zone that we had here, retest that, and then we can try and focus in and see whereabouts we'll go from there. But as of now, I don't think, same with NQ, I don't think gold will have it in it to make new all-time highs. But we are coming up to the end of the year, so we'll see how we do. Yeah, I saw that we had news in 20 minutes. We've got PMI and manufacturing and global services PMIs. So probably going to be staying out of trades until we see the results of those. But it would be quite good if they give us the bullish move on NAS 100, just to see us at least take yesterday's highs. I'll break this down on a 5 minute a bit more. But yeah, we're about, what's this? Yeah, so we're about 120 points away from yesterday's highs. I'd love to then come and see yesterday's lows tackled as well. There's some sort of take profit if we do end up getting shorts around this area. If we break this previous Asia high, then I'll be quite heavy on the sells. I'm not entirely sure what zone, so we'll probably be mostly watching price action. Just because there isn't really many areas in this zone that I think would deem worthy of sells, other than possibly this area here. But I doubt that we'll reach that today, given that it's about 300 points to the upside. Usually NQ doesn't move that much, but then again, if you look at these previous days, we've been getting these huge moves. You know, 450 points, 242 points. Yesterday we saw a what's this? 351 point drop. Not yesterday, sorry, the day before. I know that me and some of the guys, we missed out on this trade here. Yesterday I was calling out that we were gonna come and take the previous day's highs and then drop. Sadly, I should have also recognised this London high that was acting as a price draw. So we entered a little bit early. I think we entered short around here, and yeah, we got stopped out just before the move. Our take profit was going to either be the daily low or the previous daily low, which would have been absolutely lovely to have caught. We also almost caught the rise back to the upside afterwards. We were looking at this order block just here. It tapped in, didn't quite hit the 50% retracement. My confirmation for entry, it's been kind of broken this week. Usually I look for sort of liquidity sweeps and then mitigate an order block, get the 50% discount area, and then I enter off of that with my stop loss just below the order block, and then I target basically the opposing like liquidity, which is usually either the London high or the Asian high. But this week, well, kind of the last 2 weeks since the elections happened, the markets have been kind of moving a little bit weird. So I've been playing quite a lot of price action. Yesterday, we should have looked at this order block here for mitigation, then broke it down onto the 1 minute trade, where it then later formed another order block, and then came back down and mitigated it again, and then that should have been our entry there. Long entry just at the top of the order block, stop loss just below, and then we should have been targeting the previous daily high, which is why I'm still thinking that we're going to come and sweep this before we continue to the downside again, because we haven't yet hit it, and that's still quite a valid trade. But yeah, I mean, obviously you also could have been taking your profits at different highs, such as, you know, this one or that one. Either one would have been quite a nice sort of risk to reward. But yeah, we've got just over 3 minutes until the markets are opening, and we'll see what sort of direction it wants to give us off the sweep. This whole week, it's kind of second markets open. We're getting these huge moves, mostly to the downside. I believe this one was bullish, yeah, but that one obviously wasn't quite as big on Tuesday, and then Monday. I know that I caught the longs on Monday because I saw this as it was kind of fighting. I mean, we broke to the downside, then the sellers pushed back up. We broke back to the downside, but we were kind of chopping about at the bottom, and then we finally started pushing back up. I waited for a break of this high to get entry. Just here. I was just trailing my stop on any sort of like significant lows, and I was just targeting the Asia high. And yeah, I think I got stopped out. I think I got stopped out here. We pushed back up, and then I basically had my stop loss set to this candle bottom, and then it came back down, and then it pushed back up. So I got stopped out somewhere around here, but yeah, it wasn't the best trade, but given the market conditions, we're kind of just having to make do with what we've got. Market's opening in 10 seconds. Okay, nice bullish open so far. US 30 as well. I was quite bullish on US 30 today, but didn't get entry because I wanted my entry somewhere around here, but I don't enter during London, so US 30's failed its bullish breakout. Obviously, we've taken the Asia low during London. We've just taken the Asia high about an hour ago. So, very well could be a sort of sideways day for US 30. I do have these zones up here though. I'm not entirely sure what they're from. Ah, okay. Just previous areas where I was wanted to short. On this day, I wanted to get shorts around here. We just missed it. And then, yeah, it's just absolutely tanked. So I'll go as far as to say that they're no longer valid. Back onto NQ. I'd love to see us get a nice solid breakout now. Take this previous daily high. Potentially take this previous Asia high. And then we'll be watching price action and looking for shorts after that. What out of interest, what accounts do people trade? Like, are they funded? Are they personal? If they're funded, sort of what size have you got? Or you see the PA before the black line and after. Both funded, 25k and 50k, says Lee. What's everyone's like general profit target for say like a month? I know that the general thing with traders is that they tend to aim for about 10% a month, don't they? And that's why the prop firms made that the challenge target, which has then kind of invoked more people to aim for 10% a month. 8% what a month? Once done one, move to the next. Yeah, that's fair enough. AJ's just focusing on clearing phase 1. I'm sure you'll do it, bro. I actually don't think prop firms are too difficult. And I know that's going to come across as like, you know, really big-headed, but you know, I feel like with a decent prop firm with like decent spreads and you know, if you're okay with taking on swap fees, you could just simply go for like one really solid trade. NQ is just taking the daily high. Now I'd really like to see it come and take. Am I on the wrong chart? No, I'm not. Just really zoomed in. Yeah, now we're really wanting it to come and take the previous daily high. Paolo, did you take any more trades yesterday, or did you leave it after you left for your tournament? Okay, that's probably the wisest thing to do. Took some shorts on gold that worked. Nice. I'm assuming you were catching sort of like this move here. Oh, TP who was hit, by the way, on the monster trade that I posted like last week. Just a casual 1,630 points, you know. Pips, sorry, pips. We've got a Scott trade. Yeah, I'm going to be starting trading gold, man. I'm just waiting for this bullish run to turn. And then yeah, we're gonna start seeing some downside, and I'll be hopping in some trades. I won't be going in for anything crazy like this though. And if I do, it'll be on my personal account and low lots, I think. But got some challenges that I'm going to be setting up with the Discord group as well. Not sure if you're going to be interested in joining, but we're going to be starting 2 different accounts. One of them, So one of them is going to be a $200 sort of a flip account, and we're going to be aiming for. Okay, now I really can't use my keyboard today. We're going to be aiming for 10% a day on the account, and just every day we're going to be every day we're just going to be aiming for 10% of the starting balance. So actually it'd be 200, just basically $20 per day, and just try and build it up. And then after 30 days or a full month, because we're going to be doing crypto as well, you should have 800 in there. We're then going to be aiming for 5% of the account per day. So that's going to be $40. And then again, we're going to be doing that for a whole month. And then after that, you should have. I've forgotten how much you should have, but you should have something like I think it's 1,800. I found that the cryptocurrency is actually really good for it, because you can open really small lots and just hold gold as well, because obviously gold tends to play around during the day, specifically during sort of like London times. So just very low lots on it. It's quite easy to achieve sort of $20 profit on a $200 account trading gold. You literally only need like a little bit of movement. And then the second account is going to be a $100 account. Yeah, Palo. So on NQ, we're basically waiting for the previous daily high to get swept, which we're getting a nice push up towards. And then we're looking for possibly last week's untapped Asia high to get tapped from Friday, during the Friday doom drop that we had. If we get those, then I'm going to be quite bearish. And then, yeah, I'm going to be looking for shorts to either the London low or previous daily low. And yeah, that's going to be the aim for today. Obviously, it's Friday, so it's going to be a little bit lower volatility. I know we have Thanksgiving next week as well, so New York could be already kind of sleeping from that. Volatility might be starting to die down a little bit. But yeah, finally, the next account that we're going to be starting, if you want to join, Palo, and anyone else that's in my Discord community, it's a $100 account, and we're going to be looking for 10 trades that doubles the account each time. So times 2. So on the first trade, you get 200, 400, 800, and you go all the way up until you're at $102,000. So yeah, we're going to be looking to start these in the new year. I feel like this one, I'm mostly going to be going for gold. Just because with about 0.1 lots on gold, you could quite easily catch a 100 pip rise, and that would give you your initial double, and then obviously you double it up from there again. And I also feel like you could kind of keep risk to sort of like 30 pips, 40 pips, so you won't actually be risking the whole account. NQ is trying to push up, but also failing at the same time. Obviously, we have taken the Asia high. We've tapped into this area here, so we could see shorts happening already. I'm going to be waiting to see if I want to jump in. I'd still like to see us take previous daily high. Getting quite a good reaction from it though. Not too sure on this one now. I think we could possibly see sort of like an immediate drop. I reckon if we pull back up into, say, that this area here, I might be looking for shorts and try and protect this high. And by that I just basically mean that the stop loss will be just above this high, because if it takes it, then it's no longer valid. But yeah, we'll be watching this now on the 1 minute. Take profit would be the London low. Once I do get entry, I will swap over to my my trading screen, because I'm now on a new trading platform that doesn't connect to TradingView. And as a result, you guys won't be able to see my live positions on TradingView. So I'll drag my other trading platform over, and we can follow the position together. Yeah, so we've kind of got two zones now that I'm interested in. I've got this fair value gap, and obviously this high candle. We've not yet taken out these lows here. I don't think I'd be risking too much if I did enter. If we'd have had a break of these lows or these lows here, and then a pull back up, I'd probably jump into the position a little bit more, as it kind of confirms more bearish movement. I like that 1 minute candle close in terms of getting our entry. I think it could now push back up, and we can then get short. The high of this candle is 873. So it's still following our sort of original ideas of it being a shorts day. It's just that it's happening a little bit early, which, to be fair, has been happening sort of quite a lot lately, to be totally honest. Okay, I got my entry. Okay, this is us now. So we're short just on this. Realistically, should have waited for it to at least tap into this fair value gap. But I'm liking shorts still. Take profit is going to be these lows here, which is the daily lows. I don't think we'll push the previous daily lows yet. But yeah, we're also going to be watching general price action. If I don't like what I see at certain points, then I'll be more than happy to either take the profit or close out with a loss. We've tapped off the VWAP. It's usually a good indicator that the price then wants to break through it at a later time, especially with all these wicks that have been kind of building up around it. So we'll see what happens. But my stop loss is just one tick above this high. I don't have to worry about spread, because you don't have spread on futures accounts. So obviously, if anyone else is jumping in, then make sure you follow like the general rules of accompanying for spread on your account, knowing what your spread is, etc., etc. But yeah, we'll see how this one plays out. On the 5 minute candle, yeah, we've had this sort of bearish doji. Obviously, I know the candle itself is bullish, but a candle close like that is typically bearish. So yeah, be interesting to see what actually happens at this point. For anyone wondering sort of like what this sort of layout is, so this is the DOM, or the super DOM. Basically, it just gives you a general idea of where volume's being filled. So obviously at the minute we've got 311 orders at 850, so it was likely to then go and tap that area. And you've got quite large areas of orders either being placed or filled to the downside. So it kind of helps you sort of know where price is then going to head in order to obviously fill these orders, gain liquidity into the market, etc. You've also then got the account balance up here. It says leader because there's two accounts, which is, you can see down here. They're both open on the same position through copy trading. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really have many indicators. I'm trying out this one at the moment called the ATR, or the average true range. And basically it just kind of, I'm not really sure how it works, to be honest. I'm still trying to play around with it. It seems to go up when the market goes down, and then come back down when the market goes back up. Yeah, I'm having a play with the average true range at the moment. And then we've got the VWAP, or the volume weighted average price. And this can just sometimes just give you a nice indicator of where price wants to come down to or up to. And then if it kind of attacks it, then you usually get a decent break to it. It can obviously then retap or retest and then push up. But yeah, it kind of gives you sort of like the market's average price of where it should be valued. But yeah, it's normal TradingView style chart. It's just a little bit faster refresh rate than TradingView itself, which is something that I always appreciate. And yeah, you've then got your terminal, your order terminal, sort of on the right hand side here, where you know, just open your positions or close them. You've got flatten all, you've got your reverse position, so in case you want to go from a sell straight into a buy, just press reverse position and it happens straight away. Yeah, that pretty much sums up the trading terminal. Yeah, original area of interest here would have been quite nice for our first entry, but I definitely jumped in this a bit early, a bit preemptively, but as long as it goes our way, then it shouldn't really matter. It's just a little bit of extra risk and a little bit of less profit. So currently at about a 2.5 risk to reward on this. Yeah, I'm still liking this. It's failed to make a higher high, and it's already seeing a bearish push downwards. So now I'm just basically wanting us to come and break these lows. If we can do that, and we can break these lows here and take these wicks, then I see no reason as to why we shouldn't come and target the daily low, or at least these lows here. Would have been a nice area for re-entry there, but I wanted to kind of keep my risk at about $1,000. So if anyone else got in there, then fucking lovely entry. Yeah, the only issue with this trade is that I'm only in with one contract, which basically means that I can't take profit at certain areas. So I can't take partials. I can only really bring my stop to break even. At which point, obviously, if I get stopped out at break even, I make nothing. But there we go, attacking those lows again. Kind of forming a short-term trend line, which I don't think will hold up. I'm not liking that candle close, but we'll see. I really want us to come and break these lows, at which point then stop loss can then come down to these highs. And then basically I'll just trail the stop loss with each new lower high that it makes. I'm just going to mark this position out actually, just so I can keep a record of it for the screenshot later. I'll keep it on the 1 minute chart just so we can follow price action a little bit better. Yeah, it's still struggling to push up, but it's also struggling just to break these lows. Really should have kept my entry sort of on my original idea, but we're slowly coming down. Yeah, the markets always tend to die a little bit around this time, half hour after market open. I'm not sure why, but they just, I don't know, they just do sometimes. If we do hit full take profit though, it puts my accounts very close to being passed. I think one of them would only need like an extra $100. There we go. We're finally breaking. This is the drop I wanted. Can we get a candle close now? I'm liking the fast price action that we're getting now that we've broken. If you've noticed, it's starting to move a lot quicker. Nice little retest on that, and then continuation to the downside. And now I want to see these lows get broken, which it takes. So my stop can now be brought back down to this low here. I'm going to keep the stop loss on here though, just for the sort of initial trade idea. But my stop loss for the actual trade is now these highs. And we now need a candle close below these lows. We have wicked into this order block just here. Whereabouts is that? That's 750. I think I'm most interested in the daily lows still. I definitely think we could come down and take the London low. What was the reason behind the sell again? Sorry, I'm keep getting interrupted at work. We're trying to stay focused on the podcast. No, you're all good, most. Don't worry. So the idea of the sell basically was, so we came up and we swept the daily high here, and then we kind of had like a significant break downwards, and so we were already bearish. And so I said earlier that basically I was wanting to watch price action to possibly get an entry. So we had this break here, and that kind of then indicated to me that the sell is already happening now that we've swept the daily high. And so we got a bit of a retracement. I jumped in early, but I did mark out this candle block here for entry on the retracement. Obviously, it came back in, gave perfect entry, and has now broken down. So yeah, now I'm hoping that we see a continuation to the downside, possibly forming a nice high, lower high, sorry, within profit, so that I can then bring our stop loss to that. Just because I'm only in with one contract, meaning that I can't close. If I were to secure profit, it would be the entire position, you know. But yeah, we're basically just targeting these daily lows here, and yeah, I like the price action so far. Definitely like the trade. Kind of tempted to go break even just because of the fact that I can't secure profit, but I think we'll do that once we come and break these lows here. I will say as well that if I do close the trade out before it hitting take profit, it's not due to a lack of confidence in the trade. It's just securing profits for these accounts because they are challenge accounts. So I am yet to pass them. I had a bit of an issue with my previous brokerage, my previous prop firm. Basically, I had 7 $150,000 accounts with them, and they were all about $20,000 in profit. I tried to withdraw, and then they started saying that I didn't have a mental stop loss. So it says in their rules that you're not required to have a stop loss, but you have to have one in your head. So you have to have it's called a mental stop loss. And they basically tried to claim that I didn't have a mental stop loss, which I don't really know how they would know that. I think it's personally just because they didn't want to pay out $140,000 to one person. But yeah, so I lost those accounts and all the profits that were in them, and so now I'm kind of rebuilding the account sizes again. Still getting 150Ks, but yeah, mental stop loss is the idea of itself is mental, isn't it? And it's basically like if I didn't have this stop loss placed, but I was just saying to you guys like, oh, I'm going to close out if we break these highs, that would be a mental stop loss. But yeah, they were basically claiming that I didn't have that, I didn't adhere to that rule. And yeah, it just definitely hurt, but I mean, I had withdrawals from them in the past, so I made more money than what the accounts cost, and you know, I can't really complain too much. You know, we are sitting around this zone, so if we can get a significant break from here, then I'd be quite happy with that. I'm not liking the fact that we're chopping around. Obviously, I can't close the position, so I am going to bring my stop just to here. So now, if we come and break this high, then I'll still secure $500. But yeah, I'd definitely like now to see us come and break this low here, take these wicks, and then run for the previous the same day lows. I might have moved my stop loss too early. If that's the case, then you know it is what it is. It's still a win, but I'll probably end the stream once this trade's done, and then I'll watch it for the like remainder of it playing out until we take these lows, and update you guys on how it goes. But hopefully that doesn't need to be done, because hopefully we're going to drop right now in a single candle all the way down, take my take profit, and call it a day. Yeah, it's definitely struggling in this area. I like that candle close though. Definitely like that 1 minute candle close. Why not withdraw in small sizes so they won't give excuses? Because I tried that as well. So I wasn't withdrawing the whole thing. I was basically withdrawing. I think I was doing about 5k per account, and I got an email basically saying that the withdrawals got rejected. So then that would have been $35,000. I've now given up with that prop firm. I won't put any names out there, but yeah, just know the rules that you're getting into whenever you sign up with prop firms, guys. Or you know, just stick with Victory Prop. They're a solid prop firm. Come on, come break this low. If I get a candle close below this low, then I'll feel a lot more confident in my stop loss being at this high. I was quite worried that I'd moved my stop loss a bit too early. I definitely do think that we're going to come and run these lows though. Candle closing in 2 seconds. There we go. Okay, now we shouldn't contest this high. Unless there was more orders somewhere around. We did tap into this order block just here. Seems to be using this previous low as resistance almost now. Theoretically that should be a protected high, so it shouldn't take it. What's the 5 minute chart saying? Okay, 5 minute chart still indicates that we should have our stops around here. Oh, I just dragged one of my my lines. Go back onto the 1 minute, see what it's saying. But yeah, I definitely think that Bitcoin could be hitting 100k today, either today or tomorrow. But yeah, it's exciting times for the crypto world. XRP, the lawsuit is done with. Obviously, I think it's like the chairman of the SEC or something got fired when Trump got into power. That was like one of the first things he did. Yeah. If you were to actually think about it, XRP should be valued more than Bitcoin. Has more utility than any other coin out there. The way that they're changing the whole banking world. You know, it should be worth. It should be worth more than what Bitcoin's worth. Obviously, Bitcoin is only holding its value because it is the original cryptocurrency. But if you actually think about Bitcoin itself, it is outdated, slow, completely useless. The only thing it's really useful for is criminals. And even then, you have things like Monero, which are even more useful for crypto criminals because it's untraceable. So, yeah, I don't really understand why Bitcoin has the value it does. It's because it's the OG. Take the profits here, guys. I'm quite happy with it. We took these lows, but we're getting quite a reaction from it that I don't quite like. If I saw this low get taken, I definitely then wanted the same candle or maybe the one afterwards to also then be bearish and stop below here. I can still see the lows getting swept. I just don't want to risk the profits, you know, especially on the accounts that they are. So very close to being passed, very close to being funded with another $300,000. But yeah, lovely trade. I'll post it in the trading room. If anyone else has joined along, feel free to you know, post it in the trading room, tag me, you know, say that you caught it in the stream, and you know, just flex the profits on everyone. But that's gonna conclude the stream for today, guys. Can't really complain. Hope you all have fantastic weekends.